Now, the big question: how to stay consistent for life? There is a moment in every journey where the excitement fades, where the new habits don't feel new anymore, where rituals become familiar, where the identity you have been building starts to feel real, but also fragile. And that's the moment most people slip. Not because they're weak, not because they're lazy, not because they don't want badly enough. They slip because they don't understand something essential. Consistency isn't something you achieve. Consistency is something you maintain. And maintenance, real maintenance, is an art. It's not glamorous. It's not dramatic. It's not loud. Maintenance is quiet. Maintenance is subtle. Maintenance is intentional. Quick break, quick break. YouTube says that 80% of you guys watch the video but don't like or subscribe. Please do so. By doing that, you help this channel to grow and allow me to bring more content like this to you guys. Okay? And if you don't learn how to maintain your momentum, you will always feel like you're starting over. But here's the truth I want you to hear clearly: you never have to start over again. Not if you understand the system I'm about to share with you. And here's the thing: there is an equation. Consistency isn't about motivation, it isn't about discipline, it isn't about intensity. Consistency is about three things: identity, environment, and system. Identity answers the question, who I am. Environment answers the question, what supports that identity. But systems answer the question, how do I stay aligned with that identity every day? Without systems, even the strongest identity will drift. Why? Because life gets busy, life gets chaotic, life gets unpredictable, and when life shifts, your habits shift with it, unless you have a system that keeps you grounded. One of the most powerful systems I ever created was something I call the weekly reset. It's simple, it's quiet, it's not impressive, but it's life changing. Once a week, usually on Sunday, I sit down and ask myself three questions: what worked this week? What didn't work? And what needs adjusting? Not judging, not shaming, not criticizing, just observing. Consistency isn't about perception. Consistency is about awareness. When you know what's working, you can repeat it. When you know what's not working, you can adjust it. When you know what needs support, you can act on it. The weekly reset is like cleaning the windshield of your life. It helps you see clearly again, and clarity is paramount to keep moving forward. So there's also a momentum loop. There's something I call the momentum loop, a cycle that keeps you consistent without forcing it. It has three parts: one, action; two, evidence; three, identity. Action creates evidence. Evidence reinforces identity. Identity inspires more action, and the loop continues. But here's the part most people miss: the loop doesn't need big actions, it needs consistent actions, small wins, tiny wins, daily wins. Because every small win is a vote for your identity, and every vote makes the identity stronger. And the stronger the identity becomes, the easier the actions becomes. That's how consistency becomes effortless. The 80% rule. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to be perfect, trying to hit 100% every day, trying to never miss, never slip, never fall. But perfection is a trap. Perfection is a lie. Perfection is an enemy of consistency. So I created a rule for myself, a rule that changed everything. Aim for 80%, not 100%, not perfection, not flawless execution, just 80%. Because 80% is sustainable, 80% is human, 80% is enough to keep momentum alive. And here's is the secret: 80% done consistently beats 100% done occasionally every time. Another rule: the 2 day rule. Even with 100% or 80% rule, life happens. You get sick, you get busy, you get overwhelmed, you get tired, and that's okay. Consistency isn't about never missing. Consistency is about never missing twice. That's the day rule. You can miss one day, you can miss two. One day is life, 2 days is a pattern, and patterns shape identity. So if I miss a day, no guilt, no shame, no panic, but the next day I show up, even if it's small, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's imperfect, because showing up after a miss is what builds resilience, and resilience is what builds consistency. The identity check-in. Once a month, I ask myself a question that keeps me aligned with who I am. Am I acting like the person I said I wanted to be? Not perfectly, not flawlessly, just honestly. And if the answer is no, I don't push myself. I don't chain myself. I don't spiral. I adjust because consistency isn't about staying the same. Consistency is about staying aligned, and alignment is a practice. You've made it to the final chapter, and you've been with me through all the 6 episodes. I want you to hear this. You're not lazy. You are not unmotivated. You are not broken. You're a human being living in a world designed to distract you, overwhelm you, and pull you away from yourself. But now you have the tools. You know how to lower the bar. You know how to build rituals. You know how to break the dopamine cycle. You know how to make bad habits harder. You know how to design an environment that supports you. You know how to build an identity that carries you. And now you know how to stay consistent for life, not through perfection, not through intensity, not through force, through awareness, through alignment, through momentum. One small step, one tiny win, one moment of presence. That's all it takes to begin. That's all it takes to continue. Your life doesn't change in a day. Your life changes daily.